A Tri-Cities animal shelter says it is taking in more than double the animals it used to. Now an outside agency is coming in to help it navigate that explosive growth. Good evening, I'm Sarah Diamond. The Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter has hired Summit Leadership Foundation. It's a Christian-based organization that provides consulting and coaching services. Some of their past clients include Isaiah 117 House, based in Carter County. They also worked with a now closed 1 Acre Cafe in downtown Johnson City during its startup phase. Summit is now working with the animal shelter to review its own policies and procedures. News Channel 11's Maddie Cottaspati spoke with leaders at the shelter. Maddie?
Sarah, many shelters have seen a significant rise in the number of animals in need of adoption, causing them to grow and adapt to the rising animal population. That's one reason why the Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter is working with this outside organization.
They have been conducting interviews, observing what's activity at the shelter, and they're going to be actually bringing back a recommendation to us for improvement.
The Washington County Johnson City Animal Shelter has seen significant growth over the last few years, but with that growth comes potential issues. Ken Huffine, president of the shelter's board of directors, says this is something the board has acknowledged.
Well, I think the big thing is our shelter has seen tremendous growth in the last few years. We've gone from housing any given day 200 animals now to any given day it's over 500 animals. And not unlike any other organization, you go through growing pains when you have such rapid growth. The board has recognized that.
Huffine says that by involving Summit, the shelter will find the best way to make the environment better for the animals in their care.
That's the reason we've engaged Summit to evaluate and get a professional direction how we should proceed and to correct anything we need to, but again, just to ensure the future is the correct environment for the animals.
According to Huffine, those who work and volunteer at the shelter have all been supportive of the process and have continued to do what they can to support the animals.
It's extremely difficult work, but they're rallying behind each other and just making sure we're taking care of the animals and we're meeting their needs every day.
Summit Leadership President Matt Overby tells us they're going to work with the shelter for the next year. Summit says they've already interviewed current and former animal shelter employees. Sarah?